Citizens of Hanover, tonight we welcome the newly elected members of your town council. Campaigns were run, votes were cast, and now the elected are seated here. We, the citizens, have placed our trust in you to represent our interests, our faith that our concerns and our futures, that you will see us to a brighter and better tomorrow. Council, it is a solemn duty that you have been called to. The work that you do will shape our community for generations and for the generations that come. May you carry the weight of such authority with compassion, intellect, and grace. Congratulations to you all, and good luck in your work. God bless our council, our citizens, and our town, and God save the King.
Thank you, Jen. That was a wonderful cry. And welcome everyone to the inaugural meeting of the Town of Hanover Council. At this time, I'd like to invite Ava Gingrich, who will be singing "O Canada" for us. If you'd like to stand for our national anthem, and please sing along.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
That was beautiful. It is now 7:03, and I will call the inaugural meeting of Hanover Council to order. And I will read the land acknowledgement statement at this time. We want to acknowledge the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, the people of the Three Fires, known as Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations, and further give thanks to the Chippewas of Saugeen and the Chippewas of Nawash, now known as the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, as the traditional keepers of this land. We will begin the swearing in of Hanover Council at this time. Mayor-elect Sue Patterson, if you would come to the podium, please.
I, Sue Patterson, have been elected to the office of mayor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Congratulations, Mayor Patterson.
Thank you. This one.
Deputy Mayor-elect Warren Deckert.
I, Warren Dickert, having been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. And I will be faithful and bear the true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it is to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
I could now have Councillor Harold Fleet. Councillor-elect Harold Fleet.
I, Harold Fleet, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make the solemn promise and declaration consciously believing it to be true and knowing that it is the same force and effect as it made under oath. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Councillor-elect Dave Hawking.
I, Dave Hawking, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. And I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is in the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor-elect Carol Hudson.
I, Carol Hudson, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Council of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
I will now call Councillor-elect Brandon Cable.
I, Brandon Cable, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
And finally, we have Councillor-elect Susan Sackle.
I, Susan Sackle, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Hanover, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make the solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath. Thank you.
I was going to take the folder. Thank you. Congratulations to our 2022 to 2026 Town of Hanover Council. I will now call upon Pastor Lindsay McGregor to offer a prayer of invocation for Hanover Council. Pastor McGregor.
Well, please join me as we pray for our council. Lord of all, we come and we gather as people who have a sincere love for our town of Hanover. And we give thanks for the wonderful diversity of people of all generations, organizations, activities, and businesses that are within our community. Lord of all, you have heard each council member swear into office, and we are here to support and bless the dedicated individuals who have been elected to serve as Hanover's town council. We give thanks for each of our council members as they come with unique skills and perspectives and life experience. Be present with our council as they provide leadership to our town. Give them wisdom, strength, courage, and compassion as they continue to provide vision and direction for the growth and the development of our community. Lord of all, may each person here continue to encourage the leadership of our town, our council, and all the staff, to all who, in so many different ways, contribute to making Hanover a vibrant town that is welcoming, friendly, caring, and supportive community. And we are deeply thankful, Lord. Lord of all, as Hanoverians, we are grateful for our town of Hanover. We celebrate our town and look forward to the future with confidence, content and happy to echo the words of our founder, Abraham Buck. It is good for us to be here. So watch over us, I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor McGregor, for those words. And we all hope that we can serve our community and adhere to that guidance. At this time, I am pleased to turn the meeting over to Mayor Patterson.
Good evening, members of council, staff, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this inaugural meeting of council. It is an honor and a very humbling experience to once again wear this chain of office. This chain represents the office of the mayor and also the many mayors who have come before me and worked so hard to make Hanover the exceptional community it is today. Their pictures line our chamber wall and their names encircle the chain of office and remind me that I too must work wisely and diligently to improve the lives of the people who have shown their trust in me for another term. I am filled with optimism and excitement as we begin our next four-year term. Congratulations and welcome to our new council members, Carol Hudson and Susan Sackel. Welcome back to our returning members, Warren Dickert, Harold Fleet, Dave Hawking, and Brandon Cable. To Steve Fitzsimmons and Selwyn Hicks, who have left our council chambers, on behalf of our citizens, I want to thank you for your dedication, hard work, and lengthy service. Council, we represent the entire town of Hanover and advocate on behalf of its citizens. Our vision statement, a formal declaration of our future goals, states, we are a progressive, evolving, and inclusive community. We value our heritage and appreciate our small town appeal and support growth. Our vision statement is intended to guide our decision-making. I envision us collaborating as a team to make good decisions in the best interest of our community. And as a team, we will support our democratic process. Hanover is recognized as a progressive community. Our successes have not been achieved exclusively by council, but rather through a partnership with residents who give their time and knowledge to serve on committees and boards, and also by our dedicated staff who provide guidance and execute council decisions with commitment and enthusiasm. As we look ahead, it is critical that we view our achievements of the past as a foundation on which to build for the future. Previous councils collectively have laid the groundwork for future accomplishments. We can all be proud of some significant achievements, such as our medical clinic, Heritage Square, the P&H Center with our indoor pool, the expansion of our landfill site, major improvements to our water treatment and wastewater facilities, continued downtown revitalization, the newly renovated Civic Theater and Community Hall, Launchpad with our skills-based training center for youth, numerous completed infrastructure projects, and the development of many plans and reviews that will guide our decision-making and determine our priorities. My vision for Hanover is to build on the strengths of our community and position Hanover as an active, vibrant regional center, attracting people, development, and investment. I want people to continue to be proud to call Hanover their home, a place where people work or enjoy retirement, a place where services, recreation, and arts and culture complement our great lifestyle. To do this, Hanover has to be affordable, but we also need to ensure our infrastructure and assets are continually maintained, updated, and improved. To find the balance to be sustainable but affordable will be our challenge. Our town may be small, but our responsibility is great. I am confident that we will make significant progress on the priorities our community cares about. We will advocate and work to provide stable and sustainable housing options. We will lead by being inclusive and accessible. We will welcome newcomers while working to retain business and attract new opportunities. To achieve long-term sustainability and affordability, we will work with our neighbors and regional partners. We will continue to grow our community in a manner in which we can be proud. In closing, I'd like to thank the residents of Hanover who have placed their faith in this council, and I commit to you that we will always strive to be responsible and compassionate as we move forward through the next 4 years. Thank you. And now I am pleased to introduce our members of council, and I will invite each to say a few words. Deputy Mayor Warren Dickert.
Thank you, Your Worship, and thank you for that great lead off to our upcoming term. I think you've summed it up very nicely, and we have lots of work ahead of us, but we have the right team in place to do it. First of all, I would like to thank all the electors. It is truly an honor and a privilege to serve as Deputy Mayor for Hanover. It's a responsibility I take very seriously and promise to work very hard to fulfill those duties and responsibilities. We do have a busy 4 years ahead of us. I'm excited to continue with the current projects that we have on the go and the opportunities that the future holds. There will be challenges, inflation, economic slowdowns, but together we will navigate through those challenges and be stronger in the end. I want to especially thank my wife, Deb, my family, and friends for their support. It is certainly no secret that it takes a strong team to be successful. I have been blessed with the best support a person could ask for. I thank you, all of you, and I look forward to a very successful term. Thank you.
Councillor Fleet.
Thank you, Your Worship. First of all, I'd like to thank my wife, Heather. You're my rock. And I'd also like to thank my family and friends for their support. To the residents of Hanover, thank you for the trust and support you've shown me. I feel honored to be elected for a second term and look forward to working with council and staff. We have a number of projects to be completed in the next few years, and I'm looking forward to these opportunities for the town of Hanover. And so thank you for your support, and I'll do my best for the residents of Hanover. Thank you.
Councillor Hawking.
Thank you, Your Worship. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I'd want to thank my wife, Lorna, for her ongoing support and words of encouragement. Thanks to the community for your support as I enter my 5th term on council. Congratulations to all my colleagues on your successful election. I look forward to working with you as we collectively continue our progressive, evolving, and inclusive approach to make Hanover the place to be. Thank you.
Councillor Hudson.
Thank you, Your Worship. First of all, I would like to thank the community for their faith in my abilities. I'm excited to serve our town and will rely on my integrity, persistence, and enthusiasm guiding me forward. I believe that we have a very cohesive group of councillors and staff, and I'm pleased to be able to work with them.
Councillor Cable.
Thank you, Your Worship. Like my fellow council colleagues, I would like to thank the citizens of Hanover for the opportunity to continue serving as a member of council for the next 4 years. I'm optimistic that together with my fellow council members and Hanover staff, we can develop tangible next steps to support our residents, existing business community, and Hanover's economic and community development as we move forward from the pandemic. Thank you again for your support. It's truly appreciated.
Councillor Sackel.
Thank you, Your Worship. I am humbled and honored that the citizens of Hanover have placed their confidence and support in me to serve as a voice to represent them on town council. I feel blessed as I begin this new journey, and I assure residents that I will always try to be compassionate, honest, and transparent. I look forward to the next 4 years working with our mayor, deputy mayor, my fellow councillors, and town staff as we strive to do our very best for this community. I would also like to express special thanks and appreciation to my friends, and especially to my husband, Brian, who has supported me thoroughly throughout this campaign. I wouldn't be sitting here in council chambers without your faith in me. Thank you.
And now I would like to introduce staff. And if you just give a wave, just so people know who you are. On my right is Sherry Walden, our Chief Administrative Officer. On my left is Vicki McDonald, our clerk. And we have Chris Walker, our Director of Financial Services and Treasurer. April Marshall, our Economic Development Manager. We have Jeff Deniger, our Fire Chief and Community Emergency Management Coordinator. Ron Cooper, our Director of Public Works. And we have Melissa Hilgendorf, who is our Human Resources Manager. Chief Chris Knoll, our Chief of Police. We have Agnes Rivers Moore, our CEO and Chief Librarian. And we have Laura Kristen, our Director of Parks, Recreation, and Culture. We have Andrew Wilkin, Building Services Manager and Chief Building Official. And we have Tanya Patterson, our Administrative Assistant and Deputy Clerk. And I think I've covered everyone. Good, I don't want to miss anyone. And at this time, I would like to recognize a distinguished guest in our audience this evening. And I want to thank her for her attendance and continued support and interest in Hanover. And that is past Mayor Kathy Maskell, a friend and a mentor. Thank you, Kathy, for coming out tonight. It's always appreciated. I would also like to thank Reverend Lindsay McGregor for the invocation. Your words are warm and inspirational. And I would like to thank our town crier, Jen Olivero. Thank you for your ceremonial announcement. We are so proud to have an official town crier representing our community with pomp, dignity, and enthusiasm. As well, you'll have noticed it is wonderful to have a youth member involved this evening to sing O Canada. Our young people are very important now and for our future. Thank you, Ava Gingrich, for sharing your wonderful gift of music. We have one other order of business this evening, and that is a motion to adjourn at 7:30. So I need a mover, Deputy Mayor Dickert and Councillor Hawking. All in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much, everyone. There are refreshments in the Winkler Room.